Hello. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. Look at the hair. You like it, Sky? I didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me. What's the first thumbnail you guys want to use? Guess we should get Photoshop open. First things first, no matter what you read, make your thumbnail in 1920 by 1080. Because what's going to happen is your thumbnail is going to be pushed down. The compression is going to be made terrible. No matter what, make your new composition, 1920, 1080. I just keep 72 resolution. I keep RGB color, transparent. So that's what we have. Thumbnail do we want to do first? You guys pick a game. Pick a game and we're going to rock with it. Apex? Okay. What character? Bloodhound? All right, Bloodhound. What do we want it to do? Do we want to be like a crazy kill game? You guys pick it. I'll make it happen. Insane 25 kill. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Apex background. So this is how I'm going to start it. This is what I like to do. We'll grab, this looks fire. That's a little small though. How big is this? There we go. We'll take that, copy image. We'll slap it right on in there. All right, so now that we have our background, what we want to do, obviously we don't want that to be a focus, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring that saturation down a little bit. So we're going to take a little bit of that color out. Like that. So it still has a little bit of color, but not much. And then we're going to go to the filter. And we're going to drop a nice little Gaussian blur on it. A Gaussian blur, you can make it as blurry as you want or as not blurry as you want. And put it out of focus there so our Bloodhound sticks out. Next up, we're looking for Bloodhound. So we'll go for Bloodhound PNG. This one, that's pretty fire, right? All right, so we'll grab this one then. Open image, a new tab, save image. So what we're going to do, we're going to open him up. Boom, boom. All right, pop it on over. All right, so, oh my God. We got trolled, boys. Bro, fake PNGs, dog. Imagine. That's all right. We just take a magic eraser. It'll be gone. Ready? Boop. Gone. So what I'd like to do when I got to make things bigger is I convert them to a smart object first. So my free transform. Obviously, he's facing this way, so we're going to go in this direction. We're going to do that. So now he's the main focus. So we want to do the opposite of what we did with the background, right? We're going to take the saturation. We're going to pop that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And let's sharpen him a little bit too. A little sharpen. So now we're gonna put in our text. So I always use impact for my letters. You guys can use whatever font you want, but I love impact. You guys have seen it. Make that white. Perfect. So what I like to do for my font is I like to find the theme color. For this, obviously, the white, I outlined it with that purple that I grabbed from in there somewhere. And then I outlined it with the blue, which I grabbed from that vaporwave. So we want to try to do something similar. So what we're going to do, first off, we need to make this larger. So you can see it's kind of like squishing itself, right? So you go over here and you go to this little A underneath the A, go down until it looks good. So we're going to pull that over here. So now we're going to, I think we're going to do a stroke. We're going to do that nice little stroke of that red, that crisp, clean red. Get it relatively thick, right? And we're going to add a second stroke. And I'm going to grab that gray, that gunmetal that they have there. We're going to do a second stroke. We're going to take this gunmetal color. I really like it. So what I'm doing is to get that color, when you get to the screen, I literally just come off and you have like a little dropper tool color, right? So you can just pick whatever color that you want. So I really like that gunmetal, that elephant tusk gray color. And then we're going to have to make it a little bigger. Boom, boom, boom. Let's grab the Apex logo. Let's get creative with it, right? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need right there. So we're going to pull that into a whole nother window. Magic eraser, the background out. All right, so now what I want to do is basically copy this stroke style. We're going to take that, give it a color overlay. So color overlay lets you change it to whatever color that you want. Changes the entire image. So I think we'll put that like right there. So we're going to put that there. We're going to basically repeat this whole thing. So what we're going to do is copy layer style. So that's going to take both those strokes and put it on whatever else I want it on. And we're going to put that on layer style. Okay. Perfect. We're going to move that over there. This looks like it's going to be too big right now. Just bear with me. So we're good with that. What we're going to do now is we're going to rasterize this. So what that means is it's no longer a text item. We can't edit the text anymore. See that? You can't edit the text anymore. We've turned it into a solid PNG. So now I'm going to take this layer, which is this entire text, and I'm going to take this layer, which I suck at labeling my stuff, but you guys should always label your stuff. It makes it easy. I'm going to take that. I'm going to hold shift and click this one, and then I'm going to merge layers. And that's going to do exactly what it says. It's going to merge the two together. So now this is one layer. This is one of my favorite things to do, and it just adds that extra like nice pop. Okay, it's called the perspective tool. You go to transform, you go to perspective, take that. Now from right here, let's go this way. Yeah, I like that. And then we're gonna free transform and make it a little bit bigger. Take up more of the screen. Make it less bigger, actually. We're gonna move the layers around. Let's see what it looks like behind. Okay. Let's move him over a little. All right, so we're gonna do that. Let's get this down a little bit. Let's get him up a little bit. So we gotta like work with this so it's not covering up too much. So this is what we got right here, right? Crazy 25 kill game logo. So what we're gonna do, I like taking the words and dropping a massive drop shadow, just giving it that extra little pow. From here, you can adjust the distance, how far it is off the thing. You can adjust the spread, you can adjust the size of it. I want it to be just like that. With him, I think we want to add a red stroke. I think we want to do that red. So we're going to add a stroke. Oh, dude. So this sucked, but this is going to happen, so it's a good lesson. So if you guys noticed, if you zoom in, you notice that when we did the magic eraser, it left trash. And we got to go in and we got to clean all that trash up. So we're going to take this, get a nice little eraser here. It's going to be intense. So you guys see that little trash? Like, you can barely see it, but when you zoom out, you can see how much it affects that image. And if you notice, since we have the stroke already on, it's already shrinking that stroke down. So all I'm doing is I'm just erasing around the edges where that magic eraser didn't quite, whether the colors were too close. And for this particular thing, is much easier than like doing real life pictures. Can never be a thumbnail designer. I mean, it's not that hard once you get in the flow of it. I didn't think I would be a thumbnail designer, but I didn't feel like paying astronomical prices for people to do them. So here we are. Everything in EMGG is done within EMGG. I don't outsource anything. I don't pay anybody anything, minus our editor. And it's just a good way, especially if you're like trying to build your own personal brand. The more cost you save, the more that you have to put into your business. And that's what all you guys should consider your streaming adventure is a business. This looks hard, but it's really not. Like you just watch with your eyes and you just swoop around. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to teach you guys everything, right? Like you're definitely gonna have to figure out stuff on your own, but this will give you a general idea. The biggest thing to remember when doing any kind of Photoshop is just layers and how you arrange them. All right, so I want you guys to look at each side. So look at this side, which is the one we did, and then look at this side. You see how much more clean that is? It's tiny, and like I'm barely taking off anything, but you guys watch how much that cleans it up. A few things I recommend checking out are graphics packs. One of my favorites is the Amplify graphics pack by Mixo. First thing I want to do is I want to give it a little glare on his glasses. Let me go find a glare. Just a nice little subtle pop, just like that. Yeah, fire. Oop, throw that right up there. Let's rotate that because it just doesn't look natural laying like that. Try to follow the thing of his head. If you guys came here like thinking there's one way to do stuff, there's so many different things you can do. And like this is when I make thumbnails, I literally try different stuff just like this. And we add a little lightning in the background, like the back. Oh, just like that. The whole thing changes. Yeah, the purple adds like a little something besides the red. I don't know if I like the stroke around him, guys. Maybe we do it without the stroke. Maybe we throw just a fat drop shadow on him. Or a glow. Maybe let's try a glow. So outer glow. Let's grab this red. I kind of like the way that black looks, though. That looks so much better, dude. That looks good. Okay. Ooh, a little of that action there. I think the background is still too bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a transparent layer there, and I'm just going to put a giant black layer on top of it. Okay. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to take that and reduce the opacity until we find a nice little balance. And just like that, our letters are popping already more. Everything's looking more fire. Gives it a little bit of a texture. So we're going to take this. That's kind of cool. Gives a little texture. It's pretty fly. Yeah, kind of like an old newspaper. I kind of like the more neutral color though, because it makes the black shadow pop a lot more. With this, it's all kind of sort of dark and dreary and like that. So it all kind of blends in with I think we can pretty much call that. I mean, gets the point across. So the biggest thing with this that I want you guys to take note of is how big the text is. Text is literally almost half of this image. And why is that, you ask? When you go through YouTube, right? This is your thumbnail. Can't read it. So that's the biggest thing. You want to make sure that text is about big as you can make it. Obviously, we're limited here because we don't want to go over top him anymore. I think this will be it for our first one.